Tracing old trails where the forests run black. Scotland's breath in the morning mist. Lochside peace I could never resist. Names they call me outdoor alley. Sleeping rough in the heart of the valley. Under pines with a view so wide. And a bottle of Bucky right by my side. So I walk, I roam with the firelight low. Outdoor alley where the wild winds blow. Raising toast to the stars above. With buckfast warmth in the land I love. The Lord lies still and the midges bite, but Bucky burns sweet in the fading light. Boots by the fire, heart on my sleeve. I never want these woods to leave. So I walk, I roam with the firelight low. Outdoor alley where the wild winds blow. Raise a toast to the stars above. With buckfast warmth in the land I love. Through glens and burns over moss and stone. Even when I'm out here, I'm home. Footprints fade, but I'll return to sit by the flame and watch it burn. Outdoor hell, I hear the night bird cry with buckfast fire and a starlit sky. One last swig, then let it be. The wild Scottish land is calling me.
Good evening, guys. How you all doing? 5 people in the chat. Come on, say hello. Again, bit of a last-minute live stream. Wasn't sure if I was going to do a live stream, as I have a works night out tomorrow. But yeah, the Buckfast was calling me, so yeah, I'm on a live stream. So come up and say hello. And yeah, Dartmoor, as I said, don't worry about it. Right, 7 people on the chat. Make your voices heard. Let me know what you've been up to. First things first, Buckfast. That's nice. Ice cold. Right, so who's out this weekend? Alan. Hi, mate. Sure wouldn't be out tonight. Yeah, it's pretty well tonight over here as well, Alan. Tree Climber, Gary, how you doing? Evening, pal. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm good. It was my birthday this week. Another year wiser. Evening, Ali. Sean, how you doing? But yeah, my boy, he's a good lad. I think he listened to me in a live stream one night. Because he's a student now, so he's getting his own money. He overheard me in a live stream one night saying I wanted a DD freebie free tart. So apparently he got a pen and he wrote it down, he was listening in. And what did I get for my birthday from my boy? A DD freebie free tart, just what I need. So to my son, Xander, if you're watching, thanks so much. Brilliant. What a thoughtful boy. Love it. So I told him no to spend. I said, that's about £35-40, son. He says, don't spend that sort of money on me. But yeah, he's a good lad. Jerry, get it down. Yeah, will do, Jerry boy. How's things, mate? You alright? I'm still on as a mod. Do you want to keep it as is, mate? Yeah, I'm good, Gary. Just keep it there, mate. There's an old Rooksfoot, the main moderator, Rooksfoot, he's not been on in a while. He's on a bit of a health kick. Goes to his bed early nights now. Goes to the gym and stuff. So, good stuff, Jerry. Good to hear, mate. As usual, another chaotic day at work. They'll say no more on it, Jenny, but yeah. I live my Friday nights. I've got a works night out tomorrow, Jerry, up at City Centre. So, yeah, I'll try not to get too drunk tonight. Need to keep myself good for tomorrow. But, yeah, some rehydration salts tomorrow, some Diorolite, a big breakfast / lunch, and I'll be good to go again, probably. So has anybody out this weekend? Any YouTubers brought any videos out recently? As I always forget to watch other people's videos. But I try and do it when I've got some spare time to watch other people's videos when I can. But as I said, yeah, I work quite long hours. When I get in from work, I am just dog tired. So today I got in from work a little bit earlier, managed to get 2 hours sleep, woke up, look at the World Cup draw for Scotland, and then yeah, out to get the wine, set up the antique laptop. I think this is 260p, but I like it this way. I tried to put a better quality webcam on this laptop and I just couldn't cope with it. I tried to put a 1080p webcam onto this laptop, but yeah, you don't really want to see my face in HD. I like this retro feel. Enjoy, Ali. Don't take a tent with you. I won't, Jerry. Well, you never know. I stay not too far from the city centre anyway, Jerry, so yeah, probably half-hour walk. But yeah, I said the DD top, chuffed with that. It's in black. Probably prefer green, but that's still good. My DD4 before, that storm I was in, ripped part of the top off. And I still haven't got around to fixing it. So this is perfect for a solo camp. Little 3x3 top up. I always watch Old Stag. That's right, you're a big fan of Old Stag, aren't you, Alan? Has he brought any videos out lately, Alan? The old Boffy man, Old Stag himself. Need to get a wee Boffy camping. Haven't done a Boffy for about maybe a year and a half, 2 years. I like using the facilities in a Boffy. Keeping out the rain, a little fire, brewing up, drying stuff off. But yeah, it depends sometimes. I don't like the fact people can just come in. I'd rather use the facilities in the Boffy and then 10 outside. Plus a lot of these Boffies they are absolutely hoaching with mice. Abby Sharma, Abby's in the house. How you doing, mate? Are you on it tonight, Abby? Remember my fireball tomorrow. I was watching Old Stag's videos today, right? I'll need to catch up on his videos. Where was he, Sean? We got my immigrant home from Scotland. How long is she home for, Alan? Yes, Gary, get a video done. Sometimes it's easier said than done. Trying to get the time when you're working, if you've got family commitments at the weekend. And people think a YouTube video's easy. Just, yeah, point a camera and stuff. Yeah, there's quite a lot that goes into a YouTube video. People don't realise the time actually making a video. Well, first of all, it's thinking of the location, thinking what you're going to talk about, and then actually making the video and going back, doing all the different takes for the different angles and stuff. And yeah, then it's the editing the video. And then once you've finally edited it, it can take a few days. It's thinking of a thumbnail, thinking of all your tags, the right time to post. It's a process. Definitely is a process. Yes, mate. Good. Yes, mate. Good. Secure for tomorrow. I like it. In the jacket pocket. 10 bottles of Fireball. 1 week, mate. Such a bully and sounding more Scottish. You try to say Scottish or bullies? David Brophy. David, how you doing, pal? He did a vid at Sandwood Bay up in the northwest coast. Loves Sandwood Bay. Went up there, was it 2 years ago, Sandwood Bay? Nice. Been to a few of the big beaches along there. I think one of my favourite beaches was actually... Was it Isla Harris, I think? There wasn't the main one in Isla Lewis. Yeah, I think it was Isla Harris, one of my favourite beaches. I think there's one in Isla Lewis, it's the most famous one, I can't remember the name. I did a video on it when I went over there, but it was another beach. No, Barra Beach. Barra Beach. Yeah, that was at Isla Lewis. It was Isla Lewis, Barra Beach. That's the one where I sort of slept in a little bunker in the sand dunes. Not one person on it. Don't get me wrong. It was 60 mile per hour winds, but yeah, loved it. A little fire in a sand dune, fucking hunkering down. Just what I love. Silence, well, apart from the wind blowing, but yeah, nobody there at all. No mad bastards out in 60 mile per hour winds on a North Coast beach. I'm doing good, mate. Us Scottish people are not scary. Yes, we're not scary. Of course we're not. Friendliest people on earth. Is anyone into the football? What do you think of Scotland's draw tonight in the World Cup? I think it's all come down to the Morocco game. Obviously, Brazil probably too good for us, but yeah. Morocco, if we can get a result against Morocco, Haiti should be in the bag. I think all three games, I think two of the games are in Boston or New York. I think the other game is Miami or New York, I think. Love to get over there to see the World Cup, one of the games. I know not a lot of people into here into football, but yeah, look forward to actually seeing Scotland in a World Cup. I know you English guys are used to it all the time, but yeah, you do have a good chance for. Morocco's going to be the game. Morocco. Brazil could beat Haiti. We should win. Morocco will be the game. Morocco are ranked 11th in the world, surprisingly, so they're ranked above us. Evening, Pete's just getting dinner. I'll be back soon. Wolf, how you doing, mate? What are you having for dinner? I don't even think I've had any dinner. I fell asleep, woke back up and just straight onto the live stream. I usually just get some food after a live stream. I think I do have some boil in the bags. I was meant to take camping last weekend. I think the free bentos. I've not tried them yet. I don't know. Has anybody tried the free bentos, sort of microwave pouches, boil in the bag, pasta bolognese? That's what I was going to use last week, but I ended up, the guy I was with, he brought like burgers and stuff. So yeah. In fact, I had army rations as well, and I still haven't used them. I think they're out of date, 6 months. They'll still be good for another year, maybe. I'm not into football, but it would be good for us to get through it. Yes, it sort of lifts the nation. Brings us together a wee bit. I remember in '98, everybody was going on over the World Cup. Even people who weren't really into football. Yeah, everybody all watching the TV, Scotland games. Unfortunately, for the first game, I think in France '98, the last time we were at the World Cup, I had done something wrong. I had messed up. I was in the army at the time over in Northern Ireland. I think there was a curfew. You had to be in by midnight, and I stayed out till 2 o'clock in the morning. So as a punishment, you get a thing in the army called restriction of privileges, which basically means like for 2 hours every night after work, you need to go and clean up the camp or something. So usually you'd only do like an hour, and then whoever the sergeant was, he wanted to get away as well. He'd be like, right, away you go, back up to your room. So this particular night, I'm thinking, yes, it's the opening game in the World Cup, Scotland versus Brazil. Whoever the sergeant is, will be like, after half an hour, right guys, away you go, because he'd want to watch the football as well. Turns out the sergeant who was taking us like out sweeping the streets and stuff in the camp, he didn't like football, so he kept us a full 2 hours. So I missed the first half, the opening game of the World Cup, Scotland versus Brazil. We were raging. There was 3 of us. So yeah. So the last time Scotland were at the World Cup, I missed the first half of the first game against Brazil. Gets everyone together. But it does, mate. It brings us together. Evening, everybody. The draw programme is fucking absolute gas. You see it. I watched the start of it, Andrea Bocelli, and then the Baldy guy speaking, and I thought, this is going to take a long time. This is going to be absolute mince. So I muted it and went to sleep for 2 hours. So I was just in from work. I was racing home to see it, and then I was like, this is going to take a long time. And I thought if Trump gets up, he's going to start speaking for ages. I've saved millions and millions and millions of lives. Chip butties, Ali. Got a lucky, can't be arse cooking. Fair play, Will. Fair play. Can't be a chip butty. Actually, I'm going to buy some lard. I love cooking in lard. Get old school chips. I remember a few months back, I bought 5 blocks of lard, chip pan, made some chips, made my boy chips. And he's like, Dad, they're the best chips I've ever tasted. So that's old school before all this healthy fitness stuff came in. He says, is it good for you? I said, son, one portion of chips is not going to do anything. But he's like, yeah, I gave him it for 3 days afterwards. Then I think for 5 days afterwards, I was cooking chips every night because I was loving it. Back to the old school chips cooked in lard. Ended up getting a really sore stomach and diarrhea, but yeah, that's what happened when you have lard cooked chips 5 days in a row. I watched most of it, just got worse and worse. Yeah, just self-loving people talking crap. See, he started as soon as he went, right, everybody go USA, everybody go Canada, everybody go Mexico. I thought, I don't watch TV. I never watch TV. So yeah, most things in TV annoy me. Just everything's fake. I hate it. Just get me out into the countryside somewhere away from everybody. Away from all the fake people. Owen, how you doing, pal? Nice to see you on the chat, Owen. Not seen you on for a while, mate. Nah, beef dripping's the way you go. More expensive, Wolf, but yeah, I want to try the old beef dripping again. Beef dripping, triple cooked, mate. Skin on. Oh, no. Skin off. You wash your mouth out, Donny. Fucking skin on. What Donny said. Yeah, apart from skin on. Yeah, beef dripping, triple cooked. That sounds good. I just want old school chippy chips. I've been to loads of chippies and you just can't get the old chips. You know the chips where you put your hand into it, to the bottom of the bag of chips, and it's just like all sort of mashed potato coming. It's all mushed. Chips don't go that anymore. I think it's because of the frying techniques. Maybe the potatoes, I don't know, but yeah, the chips, you just don't get them like you used to get. Chips in a newspaper, yes, chips in a newspaper, especially if you were lucky and got the page 3. So you got some bibbies to look at as well while you were walking home pissed for bloody rooftops or something at night time. Lisa, I am pissed and in the pub, but I thought I'd check in. Lisa, much appreciated. What have you drank tonight, Lisa? How many vodkas? It's the tatties, they are shite now. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Well, what tatties did they use back in the day? Surely tatties are the same, well, who knows? Owen, I've been working a few weekends in a row, just finishing up now for December. Holidays start now. They used to drown chips in vinegar, yes. Now it's like, can you put a bit more on? And then it's a bit more. You used to just soak it like that. Sorry for the voice of it, yeah. Soak it, it's all vinegar. You didn't need to keep on asking. And the one thing I don't like about English chippies as well is take some tomato sauce. Oh, you want to buy a bottle of sauce? That's £2. I'm like, no. Most places it used to be in Scotland, you get brown sauce, red sauce for free. But I've noticed in England you need to buy sauce, like a bottle. I don't want to buy a bottle of sauce. I just want a squirt of sauce over my chips. Lost count. My dad keeps buying me doubles like I'm hardcore. You are hardcore, Lisa. I've trained you. You've been trained in the ways of Outdoor Alley for drinking. They seem to be better these days and starchier. Yeah, it's like I had chips 3 days ago and they were just like, yeah. After like 5 or 6 chips, I thought, yeah. Rob's last double because I got to walk home. Be careful. How far I walk home is it, Lisa? Salt and sauce in Edinburgh. Yeah. I remember I went into a chippy in Edinburgh once. I think it was in Wester Hales maybe, where Johnny About Scotland's from. And I went, she's at salt and sauce. And I was like, no, salt and vinegar. And she was like, oh, you fake Glasgow like? I said, pardon? You fake Glasgow? I said, Glasgow? Yeah, I'm from Glasgow. Yeah, aye. Oh, you Glasgow punters have the salt and vinegar. Not far sober. Right, good. Just be careful. I think you're right, Wolf. They are processed potatoes. They get them pre-cut in vats. Yeah, it's something. It's not just about you switching from the beef dripping to the oil. There's definitely something different. I maybe it is the potatoes. Old Stag is in the house. Alan will be happy. Your fanboy's on, Alan. Old Stag. Staggers. Staggers is in the house. The Buffy Queen. Who's camping this weekend? Not me. I've got a works night out tomorrow. So, yeah, not me. I won't be out until maybe the 20th of December, maybe 2 weeks' time. Hopefully by then there's a little bit of snow on the ground. We get a snow camp. Fingers crossed. Enjoy the night out at work, Ali. Cheers, Lisa. One of my boys is just on there just now from work. He's got 10 little balls of Fireball. He's bringing them tomorrow, so yeah. Feel like I'm due a camp. I think you are, Lisa. So I don't know if anybody's up for it, but yeah, the 20th of December is my next weekend I've got free. I know most people probably it's the last weekend before Christmas, they'll be doing Christmas shopping and stuff, but yeah. I don't do Christmas shopping, I just go to the supermarket and get gift vouchers. Yeah. £30 gift card, £50 gift card, depending who they are. Gift cards. Yo, Old Stag, that place does need a makeover. I'll send you a donation. 1 second. Lisa, don't you fucking dare. Don't you send me a donation. Just don't dare, Lisa. You keep your money. Serious. Lisa, don't date. Don't send a donation. That's been done, Alan. Looks great. Once you get a job, Lisa, you can put donations in. Don't do it just now. Good old days did seem depressing to me. Congrats, Scotland, on winning the World Cup next year. It's a tricky group, Old Stag. It's a tricky group. There's Johnny in the house, just talking about Johnny. And he appears like magic. Johnny, are you still over on the dam? How's things over there? How's things in the dam, Johnny? I think you're still over there, aren't you? Lisa, I told you not to send money. Well, thanks anyway, Lisa. Thank you. Fucking get a job first and then send me money. Even folks, Dale, welcome. Just home, mate. Good stuff, Johnny. Trust that we'll come back around what you put out. You're a gem. Thank you, Lisa. But yeah, I was saying earlier on, it was my birthday this week. And yeah, so I got off work a little bit earlier. Went to see my boy. And I'm thinking, I'll get the usual. He always gets me like a bottle of Buckfast, and knows I like that, or he gets his mum to buy it for me. I went in the house and he's like, there's a card, and then he pulls out this. A DD tarp, freebie free. And I'm like, what? He's like, Dad, I listened to you one night talking about a DD something, a tarp, and I wrote it down on a pen and paper, and he bought me it. I was bloody almost in tears. I was emotional. I was like, thanks, son. And you know what I mean? It cost £35-40. And he's only just starting getting his student grant. I says, you shouldn't have spent that money on me, son. But yeah, I was like, he's a good lad. He really is. Brilliant. I love him to bits. I'm still getting emotional here, but yeah. For him to spend £35-40 and to actually have the the savvy to listen into a live stream when I said I need a freebie free DD tarp. Yeah, got me a bit emotional. 5 days, mate. Last to rave my 50. I've never been so stoned. Fucking love it, Johnny. You only live once, mate. You only live once. The job's coming. Don't worry. You'll get it, Lisa. Your kid done well. He did. Fucking that. Yeah, he's just perfect. Honestly, that is a great present. Just exactly what I need. Because I've not got around to fixing my old 4x4. You know, where it got ripped in the storm. So yeah. That made my birthday. It's the simple things. I don't need a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I need a lot of stuff, but I'm not one of these people that wants all the fancy skiing stuff. Just a simple shelter to put over my head so I can enjoy my camping. That's all I need. A simple shelter, and I don't care if it's a cheap tent or a cheap sleeping bag, as long as it's good enough for the weather, right enough. But yeah, as long as it gives me shelter for elements, I'm happy. I'll sort you for your birthday next camp. Lisa, shut up. Oh, what do you mean financially? That's wonderful, Ali. What a kid, man. Yeah, he's brilliant. I've never heard him swear, and he's always like, his manners are so polite, and he's always trying to help people. Done something right in life. Anyway, stop talking about it. I'm going to get emotional. We'll probably end up January this year. Yeah, maybe, Lisa. I always tell my family not to buy me camping gear, as they will shite that weighs a ton. Old Stag, my boy knows that exactly. He's like, Dad, I wasn't going to get you any camping gear because I know straight away that would be shite. He says, I know with you it's specialist wild camping gear. He says, that's why I listened into the live stream and DD. He says, I wasn't sure it was DD you said, but I wrote it down, DD. And then he looked up and seen the tarps of DD, so I thought that's got to be it, and then he got me it. Yeah, because usually, people you're into camping, they'll get you like a blow-up double air bed. I was saying that in my last video, but anyway, some shitey tent, you know what I mean? Some bloody nature trail tent or something. Make sure, Ali, you tell kid how much we liked his gift. I will do, mate, I will do. That's absolutely made up with it. So it's the simple things in life. Right, I'm too pissed for that chat. I'm also in the pub still, so I'm going to check out. Lisa, you take care of yourself. Fingers crossed you get a job for the new year. Positive thinking, you'll get it. Right, Lisa, take care of yourself. And again, thanks for the donation. You shouldn't have done it, but yeah, thank you for it all the same. Yeah, it's a good last, Lisa. But yeah, just going through a bit of a tough time trying to find a job just now. She's got kids and stuff. Anyways, who's buying himself new kit? I treated myself. I got myself some. I've got one of the employee deduction schemes. You know, you can buy things and you get it for 0% interest, and it comes off your wages. So I've got one of them at my work, and I think it was ending last night. And I woke up at 11 o'clock at night and I thought, oh, that thing's ending at midnight. So I panic bought something just for the sake of buying something, because you pay it off your wages every month. It comes off before national insurance and tax. So I got myself some DJI mics. So I don't need to, when I go into CapCut and editing my videos, I usually need to turn the volume up, especially if I'm standing like maybe a few meters away from the camera. And it will also be good for windy situations. I just put a mic on. I do have a mic, but it's like one of the ones for AliExpress. And the noise sounds a bit tinny. Also be good for when I'm flying the drone, the DJI Neo. If I want to do a commentary where I'm going or something, I probably won't use it. £86, probably overpriced. All these things in the employee sort of salary deduction scheme, they all seem to be a bit overpriced, but they claim it's 0 interest. But yeah. So I've got some DJI mics now, so hopefully the sound quality of my videos is going to be better. Thanks, Ali. No bother. You got the GBX on. That's what's it called? Mubert. It's called Mubert. It's like free sort of music. I will be getting the good music on soon. Later, dude. Sorry, I'm pissed, but it happens. Later, still. Sorry, I'm pissed. Old Stag just ordered a huge box of Dow Egbert's coffee sachets, essential camping gear. I don't like coffee myself. For me, when I'm camping, it's hot chocolate or tea. Preferably tea, but hot chocolate's easier. You can just pour it in. You don't need to mix anything. The tea, you've got the milk, you've got the tea bags, and yeah. And back in the old army days, and I used to use the milk powder and stuff, but I've sort of went off the milk powder now, so if I'm going very simple, it's just hot chocolate, pour in hot water, happy days. Bought a Nothing watch in Black Friday sales and a plunger because my clutching got plugged. Okay, guys, I'm out. Thanks, Ali. Alan, take care of yourself, mate. As always, give my love to Linda. See you, Alan. Good night. That's going to be cool with the mics. The hard part is mind yourself. You don't need to shout, Ali. Exactly, Owen. Exactly. Says even when I did have other sort of not as good mics, half the time I forgot. But yeah, it means like I can maybe walk away from the camera, go for a walk, and can still talk and stuff. We'll see how they are. I don't know if anybody's got the DJI mics. Are they any good? Hopefully they're good. Nomad, hey mate, I'm on the Fireball. How you doing? Nomad, how you doing? Yeah, not too bad. I'm going to be on the Fireball tomorrow. I have a Worts night out tomorrow in Glasgow City Centre. One of my friends is bringing, not one, not two, but 10 balls of Fireball. 10 little mini balls of Fireball. So we'll have a few of them before we hit the pubs. Get matcha latte sachets, Ali. I don't like coffee, Wolf. I don't like coffee. I am mainly off grid. Hey, my brother, long time no see. Mainly, how you doing? So we have Nomad in from Canada and we have Mainly in from Maine. So two guys from North America in tonight. What time is it in Maine and what time is it in... Oh my God, I forgot where Nomad's from again. Ontario. Also, I got a DJI Mini, works good. DJI stuff is good, right? Good. Best thing I ever did was switch from a GoPro to a DJI. I don't own a mop. Johan Wick, work night out. Is it in the Crown Plaza, is it? No, it's definitely not in the Crown Plaza, John. Matcha's tea. Alright. Was that a mixture of tea and hot chocolate, Wolf? Buy a mop then. Elizabeth McInnes. Hi, Ali. Thought you would like the Buckfast recipe for getting rid of a cold. Heat the bottle of Buckfast. Add 2 sugars. Drink hot. Go to bed with as many clothes and covers on as you can. Wake up cold gone. Interesting, Elizabeth. But that sounds like sacrilege. Just tampering with Buckfast. Yeah. It's like people said you eat cans of Buckfast and lemonade cans or this and that. No. Or Buckfast milkshake. Buckfast is Buckfast. I don't tamper with this stuff. Wait, a plunger might be cheaper. What's up, Nomad? But you own a plunger now. DJI Mini's awesome. I love mine. Right, good. So it wasn't just a panic buy. I said, woke up at 11 o'clock just before midnight. I thought, right, I'm buying this because the window ended at midnight. If I wanted to buy from the employee sort of salary scheme. Japanese tea with milk and sachets is good. Right, next time we get a camp, we'll bring one of them out and I'll try them. I like green tea. You can drink it without milk. Yeah, it's drinkable, but yeah, it's hot. I suppose if you're out in the woods and it's a hot drink, you'll drink it. But yeah, not a massive fan of green tea. I can drink it. I know it's healthy for you and stuff, but yeah. I will try that next time I have a cold. You won't be able to get Buckfast, Nomad in Ontario. Nomad, cheers to drinkers area. I'm on the drinkers. Oh, peppermint. I like peppermint. So anyway, mainly off-grid. What's been happening? Hope everything's been okay. I said it's been about 6 months since I've seen you on the channel. Can't get Buckfast. What I can get, Fireball. Hell, let's go. Win a Fireball. I think I'd like you, Nomad. I think if I got you in a camp, I think I'd like you. What have I got for emergency reserve tonight? I think I drunk all my raspberry vodka last time. Still have a wee bottle of whiskey. I've got a dodgy brandy. Ain't drinking that. Still got a little bit of Mintu caramel left. More whiskey, but not a lot left in that one. I think I've got a couple of bottles of whiskey down the stairs as well, and some wine and some too much alcohol. You'd think I was an alcoholic. Wilf, Jim Beam cinnamon is good. Never tried it, Wilf. Never tried Jim Beam cinnamon. Can he spell? Nomad, I think we'd get along. I think we would as well, Nomads. Mintu caramel, yes, Mintu caramel. I don't know, Wilf, did you try the Mintu caramel? Not as good as the main Mintu, but yeah. I'm not a fan of caramel. I think I did let Wilf try the Mintu caramel. Get all those nearly empty balls, Frank. No, it's like I think this dodgy bloody brandy has been there for a while. I'm not a massive fan of brandy. I can drink it, but it's a dodgy Tesco cheap brandy. But it's an emergency backup in case I start getting the shakes. Good news, Ali. But yeah, I've got a few other bottles of whiskey at various levels down the stairs as well. Good news, Ali. Last time I had Fireball was Vegas. Didn't know people actually enjoyed it socially. John, see you on a campfire on a cold night. Fireball's brilliant. I don't know if Wilf was in the camp. I brought the Fireball out. I think Cassia was the only person that liked it. Yeah, I don't think Craig liked it, but yeah, it just gives you that little heats you up inside. The caramel wasn't so good. Still quite potent. What's the percentage? Well, it's only 30%, but yeah. I say only 30%, but yeah. No ideas what a Fireball is. Old Stag Fireball is basically, it's like whiskey with cinnamon fruit. It's like really fiery sort of whiskey. Cinnamon, sort of like a shot. A bit like, maybe like Glavar, but like really spicy with cinnamon in it, Old Stag. Great stuff in a camp. Yeah, it's good for a camp when you're cold. A winter warmer. Right, 14 people in the chat. If you're lurking in the background, come on and say hello. What you all up to tonight? If you're drinking alcoholic beverages, tell me what you're drinking. I know Old Stag is on the Chapa tea. He's drinking the green tea tonight. Oh, is there pepper in it as well, Nomad? Sounds like I would love get steaming, shit my pants and fall asleep outside. That's a good night out, isn't it, Old Stag? It's a good night out in Govan. Normal night then, Staggers, yeah. I drinking Bud now, pint cans. Is it Bud Light for you, Old Stag? Are you a Bud Light man? I actually don't tend to drink a lot of lager these days. When I go out to a pub, I'll drink a pint of lager. I like it cold, but yeah, in the house you drink lager. I'm just going to the toilet every 2 minutes. It runs straight through me. That's why I prepare Buckfast. I can drink 2 bottles of Buckfast and not need the toilet at once. If I'm drinking lager, I can drink maybe 15 cans of lager to get the same effect as 2 bottles of Buckfast. But the difference is I'll go to the toilet 10 times with the lager. Buckfast, I won't go to the toilet. Jane Mackey, hey cuz, how are you? Out of a wee Christmas night out just now. Popped in to say hello. Hi Jane, yeah, I'm good, thanks. Hope you're enjoying it. I've got a Christmas night out tomorrow actually, Jane. So yeah, enjoy your night out cuz. You deserve a wee night out, pal. No, the normal one. We talk about the normal one, old stag. Just wanted a pint can, feels better. Oh yeah, the big massive cans, old stag, yep, I get you. You getting my messages this week, cuz? I don't think I did. Was that on WhatsApp, Jane? Oh yeah, you were asking about my birthday and stuff, what am I doing for my birthday? Yeah, I messaged you. I've not had any other messages after that, talking about my birthday. Yeah, as I said, Budweiser, yeah, I can drink it, it's not my favourite. Aye, Jane, the chat was fucked last week. Oh yeah, last week you were on the live chat. Sorry, I thought you were talking about private messaging. And John, yeah, thank you very much for that earlier in the week. My own little private stalker. Had to click filter on all messages. Yeah, that was right, yeah. So where I'm on top chat just now for there. So do I go into live chat or keep it on top chat? I'm going to live chat, all messages are visible, right? I'll go into that again. Hopefully I don't mess this up. Oh no, I think I messed up. It's all looking fadey. Please don't mess up. Right, okay, I think it's alright. The private little stalker, yeah. I told somebody to work about that. Did this guy in my live stream. Paul Bucky appears behind my car. He's like, Ali, you no worried about that in case he's fucking going to kill you or something in your sleep? I'm like, nah, it's John, he's fine. He said, have you ever met a guy? I'm like, nah, but I've spoken to him for years. Wasn't me, I just seen it when I was round having a wee look in the window. I did actually notice some boxer shorts missing off my washer line there in the year. John, please give me the boxer shorts back. I've only got a couple of designer pairs of boxer shorts. The rest of them are for Primark, and you took my best ones. Ali, you ever had any really creepy comments? I wouldn't say creepy, but yeah, I keep getting this. He actually came on last week or the week before. He hadn't been on for a couple of years. This guy comes on. He's like, Ali, I am coming up to Scotland. Can you get Colin to come out in a camp? Me and my wife want to camp with you and Colin. It will be good. We feel like we are friends with you already, you and Colin. Please bring Colin out in a camp. Talking about Colin Russell, Scottish Wild Camper. He's like, don't disappoint me. We are coming up on the 12th of September. So bring Colin and come to a camp. We will have a good time together. And I'm like, whoa, strange. Yeah, I don't know, yeah. I ended up messaging Colin. I was like, this creepy bastard. He's telling me to get you in a camp. Me and him, with him and his wife. I'm like, yeah, a bit strange. Colin was still on money. Yeah, maybe I accidentally gave him £100 donation on a live or something. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, I get like a couple of comments like sometimes. No, I'll not say creepy, but yeah, I don't even get many trolls lately. I used to get trolled a while back, the last year or two, but yeah, still get an odd troll comment, but nothing major. Because whenever I put in like a comment like, "Will I survive the night" or something, somebody say, "Of course we'll survive the night in Scotland," but I don't do any sort of clickbait titles anymore. I clicked on a commenter once, They had a video on their channel of them in full leather gear, pissing through a tube into a bottle. Gave me the fear. What the? So they didn't actually make any rude comments, Old Stag, but when you clicked on their profile, how's that even allowed as a profile picture? Somebody in leather peeing through it into a bottle. Sorry for that, Staggers. That is some of Will's misadventures, peeing through leather into a bottle. But anyway, since we've talked about peeing in a bottle, I've dropped 3 live viewers. No, their comment was fine. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the strangest comments I've had over the years. I said that one guy, I won't mention his name, because I thought I blocked him, but he came on the live stream last week as a different name. I think, was MD on here last week? Pissing in a bottle, he can't do it well. I've upgraded for that pissing in a bottle. You see the little blue gel bags? That's what I use when I'm camping. None of this stuff trying to pee directly into the hole in the bottle. The blue gel bags, massive wide opening, designed for females also. Yeah, the blue gel bags, perfect. Cold, wet morning, don't want to get your sleeping bag. The blue gel bags can take up to a litre and a half. A litre and a half, believe it or not. It looks like a small bag, but the gel soaks up the pee. Pee into the bag, seals perfectly so nothing can get out. And back to sleep. How many times have you been woken up because you've had to get out of the tent? Blue bag, roll over, you're a man, pee into the blue gel bag, seal it up again, back to sleep. Job's a good one, another 2 hours sleep. Davey Locking the Wild Side is in a house. I reckon you should try a night in the abandoned Catholic chapel deep in the woods. It's as creepy as fuck even during the day. Would make a top view vid. Didn't think you would last the night. That sounds like a challenge, Davey. Right, where are we talking? Send me the details. Old Stag guy just pissing my pants. Keeps you warm. I like it. Keeps you warm for 10 minutes. Where is said chapel? Yes, Johan. Where is said chapel? Don't think it'd last the night. Davey, I don't care if somebody kills me. That's the mindset that I have just now. It's like, I go to places like bloody sleep in a cave, sleep in the forest. If somebody kills me, then that's it. The misery's over anyway. Who cares? I don't care about dying. Sorry, that sounds a bit depressing there. Sorry, I apologise, but yeah. It's like one night I was in here, I felt there was a ghost, a spirit came in. I thought, there is something right behind me in the bed. I could feel it very strong in the presence. There's something standing behind me. And then I thought, do you know what? Who cares? I knew there was something. I knew there was some sort of entity or some sort of spirit. There was something. I felt it strongly. All the hairs in the back of my neck pricked up. I was in my bed and I was turned that way. I felt there's somebody standing at that door. I felt it. And I thought, do you know what? I don't care. I really don't care. They can do what they want to do. It's just, I'm at that stage in life. I'm like, fuck it. If it's a malicious spirit that can kill me, I don't care. I pee before going to sleep. Never had to pee in the night. Yeah, that'll soon change, Will, as soon as you start getting older. Pissing in a can is the worst. Always pulls up the top rim. Yep, Davey. But yeah, definitely the blue gel bags. They're brilliant. I don't know a link to. I steal them from my work. But yeah, the blue gel bags are brilliant. Can't say on here. You won't get killed, just freaked out. No for drinking off Buckfast, I won't, Davey. Drinking off Buckfast and nothing will freak me out. Apart from running out of Buckfast, which will freak me out. Elder Park Halloween camp next year, Ali, let's do it. Old Stag, just give me a shout, I'll do it. Fucking, you bring your stab vest, but you bring your stab vest, Old Stag. Deanne Gemmell, don't care about dying. Death clock is a ticking. Yes, the death clock is ticking. Guys, if you've never known, you go to deathclock.com or deathclock.org. Type in your details and it'll tell you when you're going to die. And then you can plan things out. Plan your life out. I think it's deathclock.org, is it, Diane? Deathclock.org, yeah. You put in your name, date of birth, how your health is, how many cigarettes you smoke, and it'll tell you the exact day, the exact month, the exact year you're going to die. So there you go. Thanks for that, Diane. Check out Death Clock on the internet. It'll tell you when you're going to die, just so you can plan things out. You're planning that wee trip to Blackpool next year. You type in Death Clock and it says you're going to die in January. You need to get a book before then. If you want to see someone fall apart, hide Ali's bucky when he goes for a piss. Wolf, no. Wolf, you know that camp we were on with it the first time I never took Buckfast? And yeah, how excited was I when I went for a pee in the woods in the middle of nowhere, and I seen the little gold shining. But that's a bottle of Buckfast. Pulled it out of the mud. And I think somebody betted me to drink it. It'd probably been lying there for years. It was like a bottle half full with Buckfast. But somebody said, I'll give you half a bottle of Jack Daniels if you drink some of that. So I drank some of it. Fucking hell, it was horrid. I don't know if somebody pissed in it. But yeah, I spat it out over the fire and the fire went up. So the alcohol in it must have matured because it was extremely flammable. As soon as I spat it onto the fire went up. It was like petrol. Anyways, got just enough time for another beer. Hey, what are you doing, Davey? Old Stag thought I was going to die to a ghost in Cairvaig Boffey one night. Was terrified. Finally got up to fight the ghost. It was a mouse eating my super noodles. See, that's the one thing I don't like about Boffies and mice. It's not so much the actual mouse that scares me. A mouse can run over me. I'm not bothered, but it's the little noises that interrupt your sleep. The little non-noises, the little feet across the floor, the little things. That's why I like to have a drink. And I used to always wear earplugs in my ears when I went camping. Never can. Because as soon as I put earplugs in my ears, I start hearing my heartbeat. Shit, I just tripped over the wire. So what I do now is I use one of these things. So they block out. Sorry about the baldy head, but yeah, wear one of these. Blocks out the ears. So it blocks out the noise a little bit. But I can still hear. I need to just plug back in again. Pulled out. We had yours in one camp. I thought you were going to cry. Yeah, probably would have cried, mate. Old Stag. A woman passed away just after being rescued from Cairvaig a few years ago. She died of starvation. That was in my head. A really sad story. Yeah, it's like it depends where you go camping and stuff. I said that one time I went up near Arica into the woods. Yeah, it's one of the worst vibes I ever had. It was just, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it is actually something or if it's your state of mind. But yeah, I was there and something felt so wrong. It was just everything, all my warnings inside my body were like, nah, you can't camp here tonight. Something didn't feel right. And I used to watch a few videos of people do that and I thought, they're bullshitting, clickbait for titles and stuff. But yeah, sometimes you get that feeling. Usually it's when you go into a deep pine forest and it's so quiet, it's so eerie, and it's just, something I think it goes back to primitive times. Your senses become more alert, like highly tuned. Because it's so silent when you go deep into a pine forest, your senses are highly tuned. I was in a nice boffy in the Borders Wednesday, Green Sykes, remote, but only 4k walk from end of a single track road, Belvedere boffy. Any mice in that boffy, Davey? Davey, I saw Outs and Boots video. It looked like a belter off a trip. You know, pervert, Old Stag watching Outs and Boots. Only perverts watch her. Remember that story, Stag? Aye, it was a good crack. The big man was lucky you were there to fix his bike. Hey Davey, have you managed to get up the hills and find that thing for me? The tree thing? I've got a cracking idea for a video, probably in the new year. Absolute cracking idea. I'm not going to say it in here, but yeah, it's one of the ones that's just so mental. Yeah, hopefully it'll either go viral or it'll like nobody will watch it. I was up but forgot to look. I think I've got 3 bottles of Buckfast, right? So I don't usually drink more than one in a night. But I'm going out tomorrow on a works night out. I don't know if Diane's still here. And because it's so expensive in Glasgow City Centre, I was going to drink some wine before it. But yeah, this doesn't last very long. It lasts a day or two and I don't like the taste of it afterwards. But I don't want to drink a full bottle before I go out. So I'm thinking I could drink another half bottle tonight, then leave half for just getting the train tomorrow into the town. What's your thoughts? Oh, and I get that peripheral vision gets amped up. It's happened during solo nights without a tent. It's our senses just going on super sensitive setting. Yes, on 100% feel you, yeah. Whenever I've camped without a tent and stuff, because a tent is sort of like a blocker. It's not an absolute blocker, but yeah, it blocks out of sight, and to an extent, maybe a little bit of sound. But yeah, the last one I did maybe 6 months ago, where I just had the tarp over me and I was lying on the ground, yeah, super sensitive, super tuned into everything that's going on around me. Slightest noise, yeah, tuned in. The hair's going up in the back as soon as you hear a noise and stuff. But I was actually fine in that camp, but yeah, this one camp I tried to go out and I put down my bag, and I usually like to sit for an hour, feel my surroundings. I'll sit, maybe have a cup of tea, and it felt so wrong. I think I did like a little short on Instagram or something. I never did a video on YouTube about it, but yeah, I just got the worst. It's a place I've been to before, and I was happy. But I sprained my ankle last time I was there trying to find this cave, but yeah, I was happy enough. I camped here before, but yeah, this one time I went, something felt really bad. Something, yeah, I can't explain it. Yeah, something like spiritually, something was just like felt really wrong and bad. So I thought, yeah, I don't know if it's just a mental health thing or maybe it just, yeah. But people always say trust your instincts, and yeah, it didn't feel right. I have Stoter as well if you fancy it. Involves a mega roll of cling film. Yep, I like the sound that. I think you've told me that before, Davey. I need you to come on a camp with me and do this stuff, Davey. I need the motivation. You're more likely to sense something when sober. Yeah, well, that time I was sober, so I hadn't started drinking yet. And it was like, yeah, the alarm bells were ringing. Something felt really bad. And I said, I'm not one of these people that are into all this fucking nonsense. I just like to set up a camp, fucking do my wee stuff to YouTube or whatever I'm doing, or if I'm not, yeah, sit down, make something to eat, have a drink, chill out, enjoy the sunset. Yeah, I'm not into all this nonsense. I felt something spooky in the woods, or this carry on, but yeah, I did really feel something in, and it's Bigfoot. I don't know what it was, mate, but yeah, it was fucking. I didn't feel right. Some people say it was because there was a waterfall nearby. Maybe the noise. The noise was freaking me out because of the noise for the waterfall, I couldn't hear anything. If somebody was to come up and approach me, I wouldn't hear it by the waterfall. So I don't know if it was maybe like a thing from my military days, like I couldn't hear people approaching me. I don't know. Heard 2 gunshots one night at Loch Drunkey. They ported out of Park Rangers when they came round to check on me in the morning. It's like bionic sideways eyesight, reflection, etc. Just get wild. I think it's cool, but it's wild. It's like dominant abilities. 100% on. 100% on. It's abilities we've lost over time. Being domesticated, urban life. So maybe it's primal abilities, primal instincts that we used to have, trying to break through, but we don't understand them. I'm 95% sure I saw a big cat once in the Borders. You may have. Oh, was it black? Was it a puma or something? So I remember there was a puma wild in Scotland for a while. On your own, sober, senses high, with a few folks drunk, a ghost could be running about with hats in a wooden body. Exactly, Davey. That's why I like to have a wee drink. Another reason why I like to have a drink, right? I have done maybe one sober camp in the last 5 years. I don't want to sound like a drunkard, but I'll tell you why I like to have a few drinks in a camp. I'm a very light sleeper. Noises don't scare me, but they wake me up, they annoy me. So I like to have a bottle of this and I get a sound sleep. Well, I wouldn't say a sound sleep, but I sleep for at least 4 hours. Without having a wee drink, I'd be getting woke up every hour by noises and stuff. It's not that I'm scared of the noises. I don't care about the noise. I'm not really scared of anything in the woods. Nothing scares me really. But it just wakes me up and it gets my interest. And I'm like, what's that noise here? What's that noise? So yeah, a little drink. I wish I could just sleep out sober. I keep saying sober. I never get truly like drunk like an idiot. But yeah, always like a few drinks. It just helps me to sleep. I need to start trying to go to sleep sober in the wild. It depends where I am and how noisy it is. See, if I'm quite close to water, I find that, although in certain circumstances I find that disturbing, certain things, yeah, it can block out other noises which can help you to sleep as well. Like the time I slept at the place where I felt uneasy, the time before I slept here, I was camped right beside the river at a waterfall, and yeah, had a brilliant sleep. It did block out other noises, which helped, because I never heard whether like mice in the ground and maybe any other, like maybe deers in the background and stuff that blocked out all that sort of noise. So yeah, it was good. One of my mates can only camp by a river to damp. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and also a lot of people like the water sound. It's just like a little scratching sounds and all that. I remember I was sleeping in my hammock last year, and I woke up and it was like there was something fucking messing about my stuff. Don't get me wrong, I have all my stuff in dry bags, all tied up. But I could hear there was something. I don't know if it was a mouse or maybe fucking badger or something. There's something scuttling about below me, and it was keeping me awake. I was like, I can just hurry up and go away. I wasn't scared or anything. I was just like, hurry up and go away. The noise was annoying me. It was definitely something sniffing about my stuff. Rivers and waterfalls give me a great sleep, drowns out my tinnitus. Yep. Well, if I've got tinnitus as well now. I hear all the time in my ears. As a faraway cow staggers. As a big black cat alley, aye. Yeah. One can of beer and I would fight aliens, ghosts, sleepwalkers a lot, yeah. I've seen your videos in the buffet, you're dancing a lot, yeah. I love the noise of a river, puts you to sleep and masks my tinnitus. Yeah, again, somebody else. How many people with tinnitus in here? Never get drunk, Ali, really? Yeah, I know, yeah. Yes, really, Wolf. Island on Loch Awe, I was convinced someone was shooting my tent with an air gun. Totally shatting, high alert, crazy style. Was my camp pillow chambers popping? And were you sober, or did you have a drink in that, Davey? Probably sober, I'm saying. Well, I've got tinnitus, but worked in a sawmill for years. Oh, wild side. I've been camping with you, mate, haha. Wolf, I'm high-spirited. There's a difference between drunk. I have been drunk once, yeah, I'll admit that. But where I accidentally fell into your hammock. But it was a ditch below your hammock. I just wanted to say goodnight to you. And I fell down the ditch and swung your hammock. But Wolf, come on. Yes, I did fall into a fire, but I think I was slightly pushed. Well, come on. Am I that bad a person? Come on, we've invited lots of guests into the other camps and stuff, and there's been some proper arseholes. Do I ever get aggressive in a camp? Do I ever slag people? I'm always nice. Okay, I get a bit merry, but it's just that I enjoy being out. It's just my joy of getting away from everything. Yeah. I know sometimes I'll sit up late. That might annoy some people. I'm a happy drunk, never been angry drunk, even when fists will get beat. Ulster guy, I'm the same. Take a lot for me to get aggressive. It says in my work, yeah, I need to get aggressive, but yeah, in my private life, I'm a big softie. Tinnitus from concerts, loud music, and guitar with headphones, it's a cunt. I like it when it's raining, you're in the tent. I've got a DD hammock and the gear to go with it, but I've not had a chance to try it out yet. Had it for about a year or more, never had it up. What's stopping you, David? David, what is stopping you? Hammock in the rain is great, yeah. What size is your tarp? Is it a freebie free? I think anything less than a freebie free for a hammock is kind of fine. I like having a 4x4 from a hammock. Even a wee day camp with a hammock. Tarp is great in the rain as well, yep. Is there such a thing as a day camp? I see people saying out for a wee day camp. Is there such a thing as a day camp? Can you classify going out for a day as a day camp, or is it just you're having a picnic somewhere? You see these videos on YouTube and stuff, day camp, such and such. Is camping only overnight, or can you have a day camp? I think a day camp is just you're going out for a picnic and putting a tarp up. There is no day camps. Thoughts and opinions, please. Can you get a day camp? I go out all day on the bike, set up a hammock, cook stuff, have a wee nap, relaxing. But it's not a day camp, Wilf. It's you just having something to eat under a hammock. Soft camping. Yeah, so it's soft camping for softies. Nah, a lot of pish. You need a tent and a fire all night. Exactly, Davey. Day camp. That word should be banned. That is camping. No, it's not. It's a test camp. Well, maybe a test camp. I'll go for that. It's a 4x4. Not got really anyone to go camping with. Plus, I've never done camping by myself yet. David, as long as you're not an arsehole, message me and we'll get in a camp, and I might invite you in a group camp if you're okay with a few people. I'd like to get you out camping. But one rule, you go out camping, we don't talk about football, we don't talk about politics, anything controversial. If you come out in a camp, you don't talk about anything controversial. Ulstag camping is only overnight. Seen a lot of YouTubers setting up tents to promote some shite. Then it's just getting, seriously, Ulstag? It's a poof camp and fuck the woke crew. That's just an ad. Yeah, there just is no day camps. Yeah. Having a little day camp. Fuck off, you're going for a hike and having something to eat under a tarp. If you haven't walked in all day, it doesn't count. David, if you're thinking about camping, it means you have to go camping. Yes. I says, David, I've watched YouTube camping videos for about 6 months, a year, before I eventually decided to go camping myself. And it was like my first solo well camp. People were like, it's not your first solo well camp. You were in the army, you've done this and that. But doing it yourself is different. Before, I was always going out somewhere in the forest. I was always with somebody, part of a team. Doing it yourself is different. It's a whole different mindset you need to have. You're on your own. You need to organise everything yourself. Recce the site you're going to organise all the kit you're going to need, the right kit, so you're not going to be stranded. And yeah, have a back out plan in case you don't like it. So the first camp, don't go hiking 10 miles into the wilderness, because if you, for some reason, panic and don't like it, you need to be able to get out of there without causing injury or harm to yourself, whatever, which will then in turn get the emergency services out and stuff. So yeah, do somewhere close to the car. If possible, recce it out beforehand. Go a week before. Sit somewhere. Yeah, put the car there. Sit there for an hour. Maybe at night time. Get used to the noises. Does this feel okay? This spot? Blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah, go away. Come back the next week when you're happy with the place. I know a few campers who go home and claim their battery ran out and they're out all night when they weren't. Yeah, I think I know one of the people you're talking about, Wolf. Day camp is about as good as night picnic. Yes, Davey. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not an asshole, mate, and I'm happy not talking about that to mates. I don't mind other people, mate. We'll get on with anyone. Like, David, I'm on Instagram. Message me. And one of the times I'm going out, if you want, I'll come out with you. Or invite you on a group camp. If you want. And get used to that stuff. Because I'd like to see you in the first camp. Enjoy it. Whoa. The chat just went crazy. Let me go back. I said, David, I'm on Instagram. Message me. Can maybe get something sorted, okay? Dry camp is like a lunchtime pint before the night shift, yeah. Except the lunchtime pint is better, yeah. Aye, at the time, Davey. Sometimes it's not possible to go overnight. I find it just as relaxing. But it's still not a day camp, Stag. Setting up a tent by yourself is the hardest part, and take your time. Greatest advice, Ali. Yeah. You need to be comfortable with your surroundings. So if possible, recce it beforehand. Know, is there animals going by? Is there people going by? How noisy is it going to be? People, yeah, you need to just plant yourself in the ground, sit there for a couple of hours, get to know your surroundings. Then if you're happy with it, especially when later on, because noises are different in night time. Yeah, and take earplugs with you. So if you're not used to the noise at night, earplugs are great. If you don't mind wearing earplugs, wear it. Or if you want to relax, have a drink. So when you eventually do go out, you're happy with your spot, you've recce'd it the week before, go back the next week, go there, set up your stuff. Again, sit for a couple of hours, don't drink, sit for a couple of hours. Once you start feeling comfortable, then maybe if you drink, have a wee drink, and make sure you have your earplugs, everything else. And yeah, you should be all right. You should be okay. See, once you've done it, I don't know where you are, a wee fire going and stuff, and you're relaxed, and yeah. Or even, if possible, go somewhere and get an internet signal. I know getting out in nature's not about internet and stuff, but yeah, just so you feel comfortable, you can message somebody, keep your mind occupied for your first time. Yeah, if you can go somewhere close to the car, internet signal, get used to it, and then you can start getting more brave, maybe hiking out places and getting better camping equipment, and yeah, being a bit more risky. Is sleeping in a van a camp? Nah, sleeping in a van, Wolf. If you wear earplugs, you won't hear the Sasquatch coming. Exactly, old stag. I don't want to hear it coming. It can come and kill me. Pro tip, but always, exactly, John. Always bring a spare tampon, or 3 or 4. I think last camp I was on with Mark, opened up my pocket, and about 5 tampons fell out, and Mark was looking at me, Ali, what are you doing? You can never have enough tampons in a camp. Never. Tampons are brilliant. Sounds good. We'll need to get set Instagram up. I've been camping before when I was wee with my dad. and that I'm an outdoor person. I just love going out for a drive up to Loch Ernhead and get a kettle on. Yeah, too many people up in Loch Ernhead. I'm not a big fan of Loch Ernhead myself, David. David, whereabouts you from in Scotland, if you don't mind me asking? Always a super heavy flow. Super heavy flow, Wolf. Super heavy flow. The fucking bunches out the best. Well, that bit. It's the truth. Super heavy flow. Steel wool, battery, bush. Yeah, you're not always going to have that. But what I'm interested in, would it work with a Brillo pad? You know, Brillo pad, it's a bit thicker steel wool. Would it work with cotton wool, a Brillo pad and a battery? Because that's more realistic. Add the fine steel wool. Would it work with a Brillo pad? Getting the kettle out, get a coffee and getting the food on. Coatbridge, right? Coatbridge. Nobody's perfect, but yeah. Yes, they have. But it still have the steel wool. It still have the... I wonder if that would even help. Depends what sort of soap it is. I like the part where he said, why use a fire steel if you've got a lighter? Then one, a bit of an A4. Yeah. That's the best fire lighter. There. Don't care what anybody says. Carry a couple of these. Why go to all the extremes? Yeah. Survival situation, and yeah, as I said before, if you're on an airplane, you find some cleaning supplies, steel wool, fucking tampons, women, yeah, battery, bush. It doesn't need to be an A4 battery. You can actually use a pencil battery as long as you short circuit. You need sort of some sort of conductor for both ends of the battery. So even like a chewing gum wrapper, tin foil, from one end of the pencil battery to the other end of the pencil battery, going on to the steel wool. It's just about being creative and using your mind. Improvise, adapt and overcome to the situation. I think if it's like a desert island or something, it's just a case of, yeah, on the beach, you're finding like plastic, you're finding glass. You're just using the magnifying method, aren't you? Plastic or glass, using the sun. So easy. I say so easy, it takes a few minutes, but yeah, it is. Just get the sun's rays, magnify it onto some dry tinder. And if it's sunny, it's going to be dry. Yeah, you always find some dry tinder. Magnifying method, if you're in a sunny climate, easy peasy. If you're in a wetter climate, yeah, it's a bit harder. But yeah, you just need to improvise. Bow drill stuff, you can fuck off with that. I've tried that in the jungle. Fucking hours, blisters my hands. Fuck that bow drill stuff. You need to find the right sort of wood. At it for hours, yeah. I never even want. I've tried bow drill. It's fucking, yeah. I hate it. And I hate all these paunchy people saying, I can do the bow drill. Well, fucking good for you. Fuck off. Even the SAS guys that were taking me saying that, it's a cunty method, you need to be it's a method of ultra last resort using a bow drill. And that's for the SAS guys. I know a bird that could use that wire wool tampon if he ever had a spare summer brazen in a bush. Need to try it with food from a forest and no firelighters. Be a bit tougher going. Yeah, I don't think so. The steel wool fucking burns. It burns at a very high temperature, John. Very high temperature, it burns it. So if I can get some dry willow bark or whatever, break up into splinters, I think it takes straight away, John. So yeah, I'll definitely try that without the fire starters. But yeah, as you've seen, just the instant with the cotton wool and that, probably give me 15, 20 second burn. I think it'd be enough to take dry willow bark. I don't think it'd be a problem. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, I don't like going to busy places, David. I like to get away from everybody. No people, I'm good with. You ever get a fire? Yes, I have, mate. I have got a fire out from a magnifying glass, yep. It was actually a bit of fucking, it was an old t-shirt I had with a bit of kindling. black t-shirt. Black's always better to get the heat on you. It was a plastic. Can't remember. It's either plastic or glass. A bit of black t-shirt, a bit of black fabric, had tinder around it. The black always takes up dead easy. I don't know why, but yeah, if you have anything black and get tinder around it, yeah. So I've had a fire going before. Black fabric with tinder. Tinder. The folks in Ethiopia are holding a rock concert for people in Coatbridge. Random, Davey. Random. Never tried it, John, but it would work easy. Seen a video where a guy used a clear Ziploc bag of water in strong sun, yeah. I think dark colours always take best to the heat, so yeah. So I even remember when I was younger, when I was at school, magnifying glass, you always do it in the black. You get a newspaper, you do it in the black print, it goes up straight away. White takes a lot longer, so yeah. Always go in dark colour. If you've got any dark fabric, put it in amongst your kindling, the dark fabric will take straight away, and then get your kindling round it will go up. Interesting. It's probably not really sunny enough to get much opportunity here. It's surprising, see, even if you get like a couple of minutes, the clouds clear and you get that sunlight for a couple of minutes, get your magnifying glass trained on it or your glass. You'd be surprised. So you could wait all day just for a break in the clouds. You get that one break for 2 minutes. That's all you need to get the fire going. You might wait for hours. As soon as you get that one wee break where the sun shines, doesn't even need to feel hot. As long as you can actually see the sun, you get the magnifying glass, it'll magnify the rays. Doesn't need to feel hot. It could be a cold day. As long as you get a clear view of the sun and the clouds clear, get your magnifying glass or your glass out and you'll get enough to start. If you've got black fabric, you'll start a fire. Think the fine wire would take a spark. What do you mean from the magnifying glass? Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know. I think it need to be. Yeah, I think it need to be hot. I think it need to be hot and really strong sunshine. But yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. Maybe put a bit of black fabric in amongst the fire will. I don't know. I'm unsure, but that's an interesting one, Davey. Does it need to be summer kind of sun? No, it doesn't need to be summer sun. That's it. As long as you've got sun, the glass will magnify it and make it stronger. It doesn't need to be summer sun. That's what I'm saying. It can be a cold day, but as long as you see the sun shining and you've got that magnifying glass, you will get a fire going. You'll get a heat. Owen, Ali, have you ever got your hand on some King Alfred's cake? That stuff takes a short circuit spark and starts going burning. I've never actually tried it on, but yeah. Guys, listen to Owen. He knows more than me. I'm an amateur. But I've heard of it, Owen, yeah. I've never tried it, but... Hey guys, I don't know, if you want to stay in the chat, I need to pop out for 2 minutes. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm not going to lie, I usually say I'm going to the toilet, but I'm a smoker. I'm going to my bedroom window, which is 1 metre away. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Stay on the chat. If you can, share a live chat. I found some hit electric spark off it and it got going. Never tried it, but know where a ton of it is. Folks say it on these videos are rock rate. I might need to try that. A fungus. Had you had any on? Yeah, I need to try that stuff. Right, guys, stay on the chat. 10 people on the chat. I'll come back and there's more in the chat, right? We're going to do the live music and stuff later on. Any song requests? 8 people. Oh, he dropped 2, that's fine. What have I missed in the meantime from Fire Steel? Is it local or miles away of interest? He's talking to David John. I know a tree it's on. If I remember to get it tomorrow, I'll get it. I did a shot with it about a year ago. It's black like a coal and only grows in certain trees as far as I know. If you manage to get hold of something on, message me, I'll pay for it, postage, send me some so I can try it. No, not so far. A lot of natural oak forests have it. Or if you ever see a heavy hillfire and wait a year or two, it'll burn the bottom of small birch trees. Alright. There's a few different kind of horseshoe fungus and others. I didn't know them that well. Trial and error, it's all learning. See, that's why I love guys like Davey Lock and the Wild Side and Own Life's a Hobby. They're proper nature guys, they know the stuff. Yeah, I'm an amateur. You have to try it out first. There you go. David knows about it more than me, yeah. I'm just old school, trial and error. Grab some stuff, if it likes it, doesn't, throw it away. Try something else in the fire. Bit of bark for this tree, bit of fucking vegetation for here. Try if it burns, it doesn't, get it away. Yes, life is just, one learning curve. Some people know some stuff that you don't know. That's why I love this community. You learn tips off every day. Like, I don't know if anybody learns anything off me, but yeah. Every day, yes, every day. Every day is a school day. That's what's cool about life. Yes, it is. And that's why I love this community. It's all the different people. I know people say that. Oh, I love you, or this shit. The social media world, it's just full of so many fake people. But I love coming here on a Friday night, speaking to like-minded people, genuine people. Some people who are not as serious as just like camping. Other people who are proper, like into nature and stuff, and know their stuff. Like Davey, as I said, and Life's a Hobby. David Brophy, you're fairly new to it, and a few other people. Yeah, I'll never pretend to be anything. I love going out at night time and just listening to the sound of the night, watching the stars, or even if it's raining or if it's windy. I just love going out in the nature, just having that feeling of being either alone or with a few people. Always wear a fire. Just, you can't beat a campfire. As I said, I put a little post up. Was it last week about the campfire? Yeah. I had a few people asking me, am I okay? People are private messaging me, are you okay, Ali? I'm like, fine, I'm going to commit suicide or something. I felt a bit soft, and I was like, I don't know. And most people probably seen the post I put up about the campfire. The campfire gives us light, warmth, companionship, and in return, I share my hopes, dreams, and ambitions as I sit mesmerised by the flames. And it's true. When you're out on your own, a fire, it brings you light, it brings you warmth, but it's also companionship. It's, even though you're alone, you're not alone. You've got the fire. It's something that's alive. It's something that's alive if you're in the forest. I may not be able to talk back to you, but you can talk to the fire. It's something that, you feed the fire and it's alive. It's something else that's alive in the forest with you. So yeah, although it may not talk back to you, you can talk to it. You can just sit there at the fire and think about things and think about the future and stuff you want to do with your life and stuff like that. So that's why, I can't imagine a camp without a fire. I know the guys who do the hilltop stuff and stuff, they don't have a fire, it's too dangerous, whatever, But for me, I need a campfire. It's the reason I go camping, for the fire. As long as it's done responsibly, obviously. No, if not on rotten wood and broke open, it will take a spark. You can pop it in a cup with a lid. Limited auction, it will be smouldering an hour later. I knew a wee bit about it, mate. Just need to get hand on more and try it out. Right, cool. Good evening, campers. Alan, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the chat. What are you up to tonight? I'm probably going to cut off this live stream in 5 minutes and I'll come back. Usually I do it early and I'll come back and I'll play live music because copyright issues on YouTube. I usually come back, do another live stream, I play all the song requests, and then I delete that live stream. Like, this live stream will stay up for people to view, but later on, when I come back and do another live stream and I play song requests for people, I'll delete that live stream so I can't get copyrighted. Get a copyright strike. I've never had a copyright strike. I've done this for years and I always do a live stream later on. I play music for people. Afterwards, I delete it straight away, and YouTube are none the wiser. Nothing much. Got to save up for an MOT. You think MOT is going to cost you a lot of money, Alan? Have you passed your test yet? I love going out with a local naturalist, Stan Campbell. Can't tie his shoelaces, but can name every plant, moth, butterfly, bird calls a lot. I think I know stuff to go out with Stan. Like, I think I like to go out with Stan. Yeah, I'd love to know. Like, I don't even know trees really, Davey. I know the basics here. Willow tree, a birch tree, or something like that. But yeah, I've heard people going about, oh, that's a mint leaves, that's this and that. I'm like, I can't even tell you a mint leaf, David. To be honest, I'll be absolutely honest with you. I don't pretend to be like a herbalist and all stuff, but yeah, I couldn't tell you a mint leaf for a normal fucking. And itchy, I know the itchy ones. I know that. I know the ones that hurt you, the itchy nettles. I don't think it will cost a lot. I had to replace 3 different bulbs. Or bulbs are nothing, innit, Alan? Bulbs are nothing. I said I'm probably going to cut off this live stream in 5 minutes. If anybody wants to make a donation to the channel, I don't usually say it, but the first time I mentioned it. If anybody wants to make a donation, it'd be much appreciated. I'm not even going to lie, it won't be the worst camping stuff. I'm going out tomorrow, Christmas night out, and I'm pretty skint, so any money donated will be going towards my works night out tomorrow. Get a few drinks, as I am skint. But yeah, I did get, if anybody wasn't on, I did eat up for my birthday from my son earlier on in the week. Fucking chuffed. Did eat up. If anybody wasn't on earlier, I went running my sons on Wednesday there. And yeah, he gave me a birthday card and I thought he'd get me the usual. And usually gets his mum to get me a bottle of Buckfast. I'm happy with a bottle of Buckfast. But his mum wasn't in. He's like, Dad, I got my birthday present for you. He gave me a DD top. And I was just like, what? He's like, Dad, I heard you one night on a live stream saying you would love a DD top, 3x3. So I went and got a pen, I wrote it down, DD 3x3 top. And yeah, he got my 3x3 top. I'm telling you, I was emotional. I was like, fucking, what a boy, what a boy. And yeah, he said I couldn't get you the green, but I knew black would be the next best thing. There was like, I wouldn't get you any other colours, but yeah. And as I said, I know all the other camping stuff is crap, Dad. But yeah, what a boy. Listening in, earwigging on my live stream. He said, DD 3x3 top. And he wrote it down. I told him, fucking son, that's too much. Because he's only a student, so he's only getting a student grant, £35, £40 for a top, DD 3x3. I was like, I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, I was emotional. I was like, what a boy, man. What a boy. Anyway, you get me emotional again. David Bellamy will never be surpassed, Ali. Take care, brother, and everyone alive. Take care, lads and Wolfie. Owen, take care, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. It's brilliant. My test is June the 3rd October. Life's a hobby. Don't be a stranger Don't be a stranger, mate. Right, guys, I think I'm going to cut off a live stream. I'll be back in probably 10-15 minutes. Play a song request. If MD's going to definitely come back, give me a song choices now and I'll play a song request for you. If MD's definitely coming back in 10-15 minutes. Davey, I know you'll probably give me a song choice first. Give me a song choices, guys. Yeah, David Bellamy's an absolute legend. Used to love Richard Attenborough, but yeah, I think he's sort of been used a little bit. My dog took up. Yeah, I know. Sorry to hear about that one. 14 days. Fuck's sake, is that how old you are, Alan? You wouldn't think of me. You don't look 60, pal. You're trying to get me emotional now, Owen. Fucking bastard, love. See, the worst thing is, right, I won't go into the details of his death, Owen, but yeah. So, the guy next door, I wanted him buried in my back garden, and I heard this cracking noise, and the grave was too shallow. The guy had to break his legs to fit him into the shallow grave in my back garden, and I still hear the cracking noises to this day, him breaking the dog's legs to get him in. Yeah. Happy birthday, Al. Thank you, Owen. Stan learned to identify plants in winter where no flowers are present. That's hard, but once learned, ever need to head for the hills zombie style, I'm taking a knife, a tarp, a filter, a woman, and Stan. I like your priorities here, Davey, yeah. It's a good skill to know, yeah. Before the plants actually bud what they are, just be tell them by the leaves. There's a lot of people, it's easy when the plants are budded to tell what they are, but yeah, from the leaves, that's a skill, just to tell what plants it are, what flowers it is from the leaves. That's a good skill, David. That's skills I'd like to know. Well, I will say good night all. Nice to join in, take part. Thank you, much appreciated. David, I'll be back in 10 minutes, David. Two Tribes, it's on the TV now. Right, David, I'll get it on for you as soon as I come back. If you're going to come back, David, Two Tribes. Good song. If anybody else is going to be back, give me a song choice and I'll put it on. 10 people in the live chat. I'm going to cut off a live chat and be back in 10 minutes. I'm playing song choices. Doesn't matter what song choice is. Opera, dance, old school blues, a wee bit Elvis Presley, Johan, Chocolate Rain. John loves a bit of chocolate. Chocolate Rain. Right, got it on. They give me one or two more choices. One or two more song choices. You're at it, don't write that down. I'm writing it down. It's here. Look. Chocolate Rain. John. Chocolate Rain. Led Stroud, if you want a real deal survival show, great watch. Is that a song? Led Stroud. Led Stroud. Is that a song, Davey? Led Stroud survival show. Hey, who wants Roxette or Stone Roses? If anybody wants Roxette or Stone Roses, put it on. Who wants Roxette or Stone Roses? I can't pick songs myself, so if anybody wants Roxette or Stone Roses, please play it. Anybody for Roxette or Stone Roses? No? Bastards. Right, but Davey, Led Stroud, what's that? Never heard of Led Stroud. Right, nobody's talking. I will be back in 10 minutes' time. 10 minutes' time, it'll be Davey, Two Tribes, followed by John in the Chocolate Rain. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm out, motherfuckers.